48 Hours has disturbing new information about the relationship between a murdered California police officer and his ex-wife. Officer Daniel Green was shot to death inside his home in 2015. At first, Erika Sandoval denied being involved in the murder, but then she changed her story. In his first network TV interview, Green's twin brother tells 48 Hours' Erin Moriarty that Sandoval seemed capable of violence.
On February 6, 2015, in mid-afternoon, time stood still in Tulare County.
That was the day, says District Attorney Tim Ward, that police officer Daniel Green was ambushed by a killer who shot him 4 times in quick succession.
This was not anything other than a cold-blooded, calculated execution.
Daniel was 31 years old and an 11-year veteran of the Exeter Police Department in Central California. Almost immediately, sheriff's deputies were aware of a possible suspect, Green's ex-wife, Erika Sandoval, who had in the past seemed capable of violence. Matt Green is Daniel Green's identical twin brother.
She had cut up the couch, and she had cut up the bed springs and stabbed holes in the wall, taken a bottle of like pancake syrup and just spread it all over the carpet. Just a ridiculous amount of vandalism.
Daniel and Erika had what everyone called a toxic relationship. DA Ward says Erika, who was eventually arrested and charged with her ex-husband's murder, killed Daniel 1 week after he posted this Instagram photo featuring his new 20-year-old girlfriend, Brenda Vella.
Is it possible that Daniel Green would still be alive if he had never posted that picture on social media?
That's an impossible question, but you wonder. It's such a tragedy that we'll never know.
But it does point to motive, and in the 3 days leading up to the murder, Erika bombarded Daniel with 167 phone calls. At trial, Erika admits she killed her ex-husband, but she says it was to protect their young son.
Of course I regret it. I regret it every day.
Wow.
Took the stand.
Erin Moriarty is with us. Erin, good morning.
4 days she was on the stand.
Why did she take the stand in her own defense?
Well, she had no choice, really, because, number one, we know that she pulled the trigger. And I should point out, she couldn't really say self-defense because she shot him at, and this is hard for me to talk about, but she shot him at a time that he was most vulnerable. He was actually sitting on the toilet. He was.
Wow,
so she had to take the stand to explain to the jurors what was going on in her mind. But why we picked this story is, everybody called it a toxic relationship because we don't think of men being victims of domestic violence.
Certainly not a male police officer.
No, we don't. And even his friends, I spoke with them, and they regret that they didn't take it more seriously. They kind of blamed the two of them, and certainly both of them.
There was an interesting similarity between the looks of the two women.
Yes.
It is.
I thought so, too.
Yeah.
But that is interesting, too, where social media then played a part in this. Just like domestic violence, if you try to leave, posting a picture kind of set things off. At least that's what the prosecution believes.
We'll be right back. Thank you, Erin.
Thank you, Erin.